You are about to experience the result of hard work and dedication from the City of Champions, Cleveland's own, 90th's finest. Self-made, hard-working entrepreneurs, unequivocally raw, no holds barred. This is Epiphany Media.
I suppose that this is Epiphany Media.
Yeah,
What
later
is
than usual.
happening?
What time is it? 5:48.
Yeah, a little bit late. Getting back into the groove of doing shows. That's what happens when you take a break or have a hiatus. And there's always some weird stuff going on in terms of the show not sharing or people not being able to join or getting notifications or weird stuff. So, you know, it's always little stuff like that that causes us to be late. That's what I'm going with.
How's it going on this non-Brown Sunday? I love when the Browns are playing on Sunday. You get stuff done, or you need to get done. You don't have anything interrupting you midday. It's great. I got a lot of things handled. I was
Mhm.
actually flipping. I was flipping through like every game. Watching a couple games. The games is watching other teams really don't get me excited. I just whatever. Like, oh, that's a nice throw, Lamar Jackson. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I mean, I see the Ravens gonna be our competition this year. If we can beat the Ravens, ooh,
Yeah, the Ravens without uh maybe without I mean not Lamar Jackson without Odell Beckham. I think he was out for the game early, week
he,
2 already.
no, he got hurt. He was playing in the game.
Now they ruled him well unless he went out early then because he went out with
He
like
must have got hurt.
with like an ankle injury or something.
Yeah, 'cause I seen him make
Mm.
a catch. He got tackled. Well, dude like chokeslammed him at the at the 5.
$18 million for a dude that can't stay on the field. $18 million.
So when he on the field, he's incredible.
When he's on the field for the one game every year and a half he's on the field. But that one game though, he's dynamite, electric. Even some would say electric.
I say that the Ravens might be his last opportunity in the league. Um, if he get seriously injured again, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, hey, so we talking survival tips today. Outdoor survival. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. It's weird. Um, you know what I'm saying? What you guys said when we was talking about it earlier? You said, we gotta be prepared for when the aliens come back. When the aliens,
Yeah,
when the aliens drop
the
down on
aliens or
us.
the zombies, if the aliens don't come in peace, they choose not to come in peace. You got to be ready because trust me, if they got planes that can, you know, 20 times faster than the speed of light, we're in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All these news stories about aliens and look what we found and here's the bodies and legitimately unidentified UFOs and all this stuff. It's all crazy to me as a science guy. It's all weird. Like
As a science guy, it's
it's
crazy
all
too. That's interesting because I would
yeah.
think, the the religion of Scientology, believes that you know m- some spaceships drop some people off here, uh, and that's how civilization was started. So that's interesting that you, as a science guy, that
What? Well, I didn't say I was a Scientologist. I didn't say I was Tom Cruise or any of these weirdos. I said I'm a science guy. Which what I mean by that is uh we as in this world has uh, millions of satellites in the sky, and you telling me we can't get one millions of satellites not only that's orbiting the Earth, but that's like far away in the solar system. You telling me the only thing we get is these uh say cell phone grainy footage. Uh this is all we get. Like this is all we can get. This is all we can muster up. We're taking pictures of galaxies that are light years away, but we can't get a decent picture of something that's actually in our sky. Like, come on, man.
Oh, they have decent pictures. They just choose not to show you. The United
Oh,
States government choose not to show you. Hey, but Mexico showed you they got two ETs
come on.
literally in fossil relic form.
I
They
mean,
look
I mean, I mean, no disrespect to you,
distinct.
no disrespect to your second home, but you want me. The same government that can't get rid of uh simple criminals. You want me to believe that they can't get rid of their own aliens, but they are able to get these aliens. Come
Space
on, man.
Force. It's a different division.
No,
They deal with it.
Space Force is the United States. I'm talking about Mexico. Mexico. Mexico is able to
Oh,
get
because
two
the government.
ETs.
Come on, man. The government is its own entity, and they work. If you pay them enough, then you can survive down there.
And I got another thing. And why they always find these aliens naked? Why don't they can travel light years, but they'll never have on clothes? Come on, man.
They probably don't wear clothes. Like I don't know. They probably don't wear them.
They don't got a suit. They don't got no covering, but they travel light years. Like, come on. And then so
Look,
you telling me they ship can survive light years, but they don't. They ship can't survive in Earth's atmosphere or something. Like, where's the
no,
ship at?
no, they said that United States has radar technology, not like regular radar technology, but like a radar technology where you can. I just got text my notes, but radio technology where that you can shoot at the spaceship and knock it knock it out of space. They said they have this technology for the longest, and they use it over and over again.
Dude, it was a weather balloon that floated over half the country for a week because they didn't know what to do. Like they had to wait. Like, come on, man, come on. I'm not believing this. Come on.
Well, they waited till it was over water, which is understandable.
But uh, what's the population of Montana?
Shit, I don't know, but there's people that live there.
It ain't many people.
People could have been crying about, oh, you killed the animals.
No.
A couple rattlesnakes got killed. I don't know, but at least well. But
Uh,
look, my main point is it's 60, 70 different types of species. Some may wear clothes, some don't. I'm just saying. I think hey look, I think it's there clear pictures out there. They're just not gonna put it out. But Mexico, they did us a favor. They look like ET. So they look like. See, here's the thing. They put stuff in movies all the time that makes you like, if you see it in real life, you don't believe it because it's a fictional movie. So they made an alien that looked like ET, and it and it actually they actually look like ET. Some of them 3 feet tall.
yeah, it's just that's a little more like a movie prop than ET did riding in the bike basket. I'm like, man,
All
I know a Men in Black alien when I see it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying.
al- also, so you got a whole Aztec civilization that just disappeared. Nobody know where they went. There's probably aliens because who gonna be able to build you know the Mayan ruins? How can you build something like that? Just like how can you build a pyramid in Egypt?
I'm agreeing
Aliens.
with you. I'm agreeing. Now that I'm agreeing with you. I'm not saying that aliens don't exist. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that they're not dumb. If they do exist, they're not dumb enough to be just like getting caught by Mexico. Like they're not just I don't know. I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying that they not uh we got all this technology, we can't get no clear images. And once we get clear images, I'll be glad to back off the statement. What about y'all in the what do y'all think? Y'all believe in this alien stuff? Y'all think Mexico got two ETs, as Byron put it? just a hilarious way to. Y'all think Mexico got two ETs down there? I don't know if y'all seen the news or whatever. Anyway, so we're talking survival in case Mexico do get two ETs, and in case their people is coming back to get them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they was like, we don't know where they at. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know who to go attack. But now Mexico put them on TV, so they're like, oh, we know they on Earth. We're going to get them. You know what I'm saying? We got to go get the bodies. So now we got to know how to survive once they start blowing up houses and shit. Once they start, you know what I'm saying, blowing up houses and stuff, man, we gotta learn how to get outside the house and you know still be able to survive and stuff. Angel said aliens. I don't know. She said my dad always said no, always said so, but I never seen it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying is we got thousands, millions of satellites, and well, I want to see a clear picture. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Man, so I guess we could start with uh the basics, like the basics of outdoor survival. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's start with I guess training or background or whatever. You was a Boy Scout? Was you ever a Boy Scout? Any Boy Scout summer camp experience?
Boy Scout. I think I made it to like Wolfpack or something.
What is that? Is that a high? I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
There's a hierarchy, uh, depending on your age. So first you're a Cub Scout, then you become a Wolf, and then eventually you become a Boy Scout. I guess might be something between Wolf and Boy, but I really don't remember.
Oh, so Boy Scout not even. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I thought the whole thing was like you're a Boy Scout and then you like, and then it's just like, all right. So I thought it was like you in the army, but then you just got ranks in the army. So you got to even be a certain age before you even in the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, yeah,
I
and
didn't know that. Okay.
you have
Huh.
to complete different tasks and able to get different badges to be able to move up.
Huh. Okay.
I remember because you know like what is it called soapbox derby, and then
Hmm.
they got the soapbox derby, and then they got like the wooden cars. Like you make wooden cars, and
Yeah.
you can do that too. Um, but anyways, but back on topic. Being prepared is like that motto, you know, of
Okay.
Boy Scouts. You know, you want to be prepared for any situation that you may encounter. And hey, Boy Scouts is a good avenue to be able to, um, you know, be outdoors and stuff. You just remind, because I forgot about this, that I went on a camping trip when I was a Boy Scout before. I forgot about that. It was like a log cabin. You had to burn wood to keep it warm. It's crazy.
So what time of year was it? Like fall, winter?
December, January.
Oh, so you literally had to burn wood to stay warm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
Damn.
remember, having snowball fights and everything.
Okay. Damn, that's sweet. Okay. Yeah. So I never had any of that. I never had any I never went to camp, never went to Boy Scouts. Uh I had a different survival different survival area or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know Angel was a Girl Scout or something. I don't know what level she made it to or how far they go or what branch or whatever. I don't know how theirs work either. But I remember she said on here a couple times that she was a Girl Scout. But other than that, uh, man, YouTube University was pretty much it for me. This background, I used to watch this show. Uh, I want to say like 2015 or something, and so it was one of those like reality shows, like I guess like Survivor or whatever. But I mean, the title says it all. It was fat guys in the woods or whatever, and uh, the concept is super dope. Like just what I'm saying, it's people who are not traditionally active or whatever. Instead of people like they go on the show Survivor, who are people who are usually outdoor people or whatever, and usually in these situations and active all the time, like marathon runners, but now they're going to survive in the wilderness. Like these people that just be on the couch, you know what I'm saying? And they actually, teach them how to survive in the woods and stuff. So stuff like that just be super cool. That's it. That's pretty much it for me. And like I said, YouTube University. So that's my only little background or whatever
So,
that I
so, so
got.
you saying you never went camping ever?
No. I've done some not like where I had to camp. Like I've done some camp activities, but like I never like slept outside, like where I had to sleep outside, huh? But I've made fires and I've done stuff, but I've never like had to do it at a
Survive.
campsite or something. Yeah. Well, I mean, not even like to survive, but like I never had to do it like you said, like at a campground or something. I've done it to like, oh, because I want to learn how to do it, but like it wasn't like like if we don't do this, we're gonna die because it's cold outside type thing. You know what I'm saying? Or we just need to do it for heat. But it's like, oh, I want a new skill, so I'm gonna teach myself how to do it or figure out how to do it, and I learned how to do it and did it. But that was it though. So like I said, YouTube University and practice, pretty much what it came down to. Um, but so you pretty much fall into four categories: food, water, fire, shelter. Those are four categories when in life, I guess, not even just outdoors, but uh, you know what I'm saying. In life, those are the things that you want. You know what I'm saying. So of those, what would you start with? Like if you was, I guess according to the Boy Scouts or whatever, what's your first thing? Like if you was, I don't know, if some weird happened, you had to run out the house, or you had to run into the metro parks or something. Like what's the first thing you doing? It's 6 o'clock, right? Right, something happened right now. We ran outside. Like what's the first thing you looking for?
Okay, well, before I start running into the woods, I'm grabbing my rifle because I might have to hunt. Who knows? I'm bringing my rifle too.
Okay.
Secondly, um, if I get when as soon as I get to the woods, I'm figuring out um, where I can make shelter. Like if I can cut down. See, that's where you need to bring a knife. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying? You need to do something because you might have to cut down some branches or something to make some shelter because you're in the elements. It's raining, um, extreme heat. It could be snowing, so you need some type of shelter to stay away from the elements. Um,
Absolutely.
After that, I would try to at least try to build a fire, see if I can build one. I never tried to make one, just without using, a lighter or a match or anything. I never tried to sit there and
Hmm.
use fish and make a fire. So that'd be interesting trying to do that when my life depends on it. Um, After that, I'll try to find water and food.
Yeah, I agree. Shelter for sure. Shelter almost has to be your number one thing because man, you gotta no matter what, because you gotta get that wind up off of you so you can sleep, or you gotta get make it tough for animals to get to you. You gotta make it keep the rain off of you or snow like you said. So shelter for sure should be number one, I think, and then um fire to stay warm, to cook your food, to do all the other stuff. I would say fire for sure, and then probably water probably should be third, and then food. You know what I'm saying? Because food can be a bunch of different stuff, and you know, you can get a little bit just to keep you going if you got water. You know what I'm saying? And kind of figure it out. But shelter for sure. I've never built a shelter, like like an outdoor shelter. The only thing I know is, like you said, you definitely want to have a knife or something. But if you don't, like I know it's still possible. Hopefully you're in a area that's not just like a clear field. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're in a spot that got some trees. And like I think I watched enough videos or whatever where you're using, hopefully you can find a tree that fell on another tree, you know what I'm saying, where you can make like a I think call them like A-frame type structures or whatever, where like a tree is wedged between two other trees or whatever, and you pretty much just draping sticks or leaves or whatever to just kind of build something that you can crawl into. It's not like a great thing, but it's just something that with a roof that you can keep the weather off of you. And then you can go more elaborate, but if you just need something for a night or two, so you can get your bearings about you, like it'll work for sure. And if you're able to find it rather than build it, you'll save some energy. You know what I'm saying? You won't burn so many calories while you're out there. If you had to build it by chopping down like a little tree or a little branch or something, that'll probably suck, because then you got to chop it down, then you still got to find a tree to wedge it between. Like that's that's gonna suck, man. I never had to do it, but I feel like if you're in the right area, you could do it. It's just about I think building the frame would be fine, but then finding stuff that would be suitable to put on top would be the challenge, right? Depending on the climate. So if
Right.
you're like, so if you're in a moist area, you can get stuff like moss or whatever. But if you're in like a dry air climate, like I don't know what you put on top to keep. You know what I'm saying? We might have to get a outdoor expert or something, 'cause I don't know what you put on top. If you're in
There's
a
so
wet
many.
climate, it makes sense, but I don't know.
There's so many branches and leaves that you can grab because it's not thick. Like if
Yeah,
you were in Florida or Cali or something, you grab like palm leaves and put them over top because it's big. But
right.
here you'll have to, damn,
Yeah,
grab,
I don't know.
or grab some weeds or something.
I don't know I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Well, I guess just it's moist here, so I guess you better grab some mud and some dry leaves and make how birds build nests or whatever, where you just make a mud ball, and what I'm saying, I guess that's, I mean, I don't know. That's shelter anyway, is what we're saying.
Uh,
Shelter. So figure it out. So this stuff that we got to figure out too is what we're saying. Like we don't got all the answers, but this is start the discussion of stuff that we need to figure out and learn how to do. Is shelter, building a shelter. Um, like I said, it's oh, and you don't want to lay on the ground, like the cold ground. So even if it's just a bunch of leaves you want to lay on, or um uh what do they say, like tree bark or something, you just don't want to lay on the cold ground, because they said like takes all your body heat or whatever, so you get cold faster and all that stuff. So those are two things. You don't want the rain to get on you, and you want to be above the ground. Other than that, you'll be okay for a night or two while you figure it out shelter wise. But shelter has to be like the number one thing. Did they? Did you get that far? And
no.
you didn't get the shelter building.
No.
uh, Go ahead.
Um, I know. I know it's like you get like a badge if you walk the national parks, like the one all the way up here, all the way down to Akron.
Um, Not the towpath.
No, it started in Independence or something, right?
Yeah. No, no. What is it called? It's a train that goes up, and they
Yeah,
got a train that do it too. What's it called?
damn, I can't even remember, but Cuyahoga,
The
Cuyahoga.
Cuyahoga Valley something or another. Yeah, the Cuyahoga Valley something or whatever. But yeah, I think you do get a or just a bike path too and all that stuff.
Yeah, but if you're walking, you most definitely not doing that in one day. I don't
No.
think you're doing that in one day. So you most definitely got to stop, pitch a tent, and survive. Uh, you know what I didn't know? I didn't know it was like rattlesnakes in Ohio. I didn't know that.
I don't think it's rattle. It's poisonous snakes. I don't think it's rattlesnakes in here. It's poisonous snakes.
Down in Hockey Hills.
Is rattles like actual rattlesnakes here?
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
So I told myself I will never be going down there because of that fact. And they said it's real bad around this time down there. So I said, yeah, it ain't. Yeah, there's one park I'm not going to.
Really? I found I found something new. I I was oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's okay.
Um, yeah, I'm cool.
That's so okay. So we got three poisonous snakes here in Ohio, and the one I just didn't know was a rattlesnake. Like I know it's called like a timber snake, but I didn't know it was a rattlesnake, and now I do. I was not aware of that, and thanks for the heads up. I'll pass.
Exactly.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm cool. So, wait, wouldn't it be crazy if you build your shelter and you go to sleep and a snake come in and bite you? Like, yeah, I can't. Hell no.
Nigga, I would. Dude, I'd be so angry. I'd be so pissed.
Like that's why do you build something on the ground or you try to
Uh,
build like a bunk bed out of wood or something off the ground?
well, yeah. So that's why they said like the ones that's on the ground is like a couple day thing. Like that's where you want to just kind of you know just set you up, and then you want to start doing better and figuring out ways to improve your shelter or whatever. If it's going to be a long term thing, you definitely want to do something that's better. But if you just need a overnight thing, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, I'd be so pissed, dude. I would be mad, man. Dude, it's so many snakes, like just period. But like, so many snakes. Like, could you imagine like the one snake that you get bit by is like one of the three poisonous ones that we have? Like, we don't even have like a ton of poisonous snakes, but like it just happened to be one of the three. That's crazy.
And your chances of running into a snake are slim to fucking none. So just imagine just this one time when
That's what
you
I'm saying.
truly survive, you die.
That's what I'm saying.
Bit by a snake. Because what you gonna do?
Oh, it's over. No,
Yeah,
if it's a survival thing, like yeah, you're out of here. You're out of here. That is it. You better I don't know. You better consider the zombie apocalypse for real and just say your goodbyes and like, yeah, I got bit. Just tell them like I got bit like it's a zombie thing. Like, yeah, the zombie
right.
got me. I got bit.
And speaking of tropical climates, we talked about it earlier. Um, just imagine if you had to survive in the what is that called? It's like it's in Florida.
Everglades?
Yeah, just imagine you
Oh no.
surviving there, right?
Hmm.
They got gators, of course. There's sharks in the water, but the most deadly thing is the aggressive pythons. Just imagine you laying in your makeshift shelter, and You wake up being choked to death by a fucking a python.
Dude, Florida is such a crazy place. Like, I just be coming across videos where like people just be out there just fishing, right? Just in the middle of is there a lake or something, just fishing, and then like it just be water snakes, just like swimming fast, trying to get on a boat, and not even necessarily trying to like. They're like, I'm assuming they're not like, oh, it's a person up there. I'm trying to kill or hurt or eat this person because it's a water snake, it's small. But they're like, oh, it's something I can get out of the water and get on this land or something that's not water. But that shit has to be terrifying though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine peacefully? It's fishing, right? You just calm water, and then you happen just to look over and just, I mean, fast. Like, it's a water, like they swim fast on the surface, and you see it, and like, dude, that shit has to be terrifying, man.
Nigga, just imagine being in a kayak, and when you're in a kayak, you're only this much
Yeah,
out of the fucking water,
yeah.
and a snake, and the snake get into the part where your feet. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, give me where the snow is. Yeah, I'll be where the snow at. You need to find me. Look for the snow, man. Cause I don't like to deal with the crazy bugs, the crazy poisonous spiders, and I don't like Australia,
Hell no.
New Zealand. Like, there's nothing there for me. Like, it's nothing there for me.
That's why you gotta have advanced skills,
Yeah,
advanced
that's
outdoor
to
skills. You know,
to visit.
by there. Yeah. Mhm.
To visit, man. You gotta have advanced skills to visit. You absolutely right. All right. So let's talk about fire. So you say you never built a fire without using like matches or a lighter or anything. Have you uh you like never even tried to use like a flint or like a fuel rod or anything?
No, no. Of course, I built fires before, but not in a survival state. So I had everything at my disposal to make it easier. But damn, that's why you gotta have a lighter in your bag and your
Hey, for sure.
and your shit hits the fan bag. Yeah, you
I,
gotta have
I,
it.
I was definitely gonna say, and there's nothing against having lighters and matches in your bug out bag or whatever. Like people like to have those tools that you can reuse or that don't go bad or whatever, which is great. I agree, but there's also nothing wrong with having matches or lighters or whatever's in those bags as well. People are like that's against the rules or something. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Um, uh, but yeah, no, um, that's a good skill to have, dude. And I mean, it's building a fire. Like, it's kind of fun though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fun. And so I know you grill and have been to at least bonfires and stuff. So like it's some experiment. We should do some experiments. We should do some fire making experiments, and we should do some experiments.
Making a
My,
fire with a
yeah, we should
stick.
do.
Mhm.
We should.
Two
Yeah.
sticks.
Oh, just good old friction with two sticks and some tinder. And just said I was a Girl Scout until about the 6th grade. What level is that? Is that a? Do they have levels like Boy Scouts, Angel? Your mom said I was a campfire girl and brownie. I don't know what those are. Angel said enough sticks outside to try. And she said junior. So you're a junior Girl Scout? Okay. Um yeah, we should do it. We should do it like we did with the food, the Alfredo stuff. We should do some experiments and record it and come back and check it out. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because there's so many different ways to do it. You can do Uh, man, some of them are labor intensive. You know what I'm saying? Like you can make it very elaborate. Like it's one called like a Dakota fire, which I think is kind of the sweetest one. Because one is like it's kind of like a smokeless fire pit essentially. Like you dig, all right, so you dig your fire pit, you dig a hole, and then you build like a second hole at a diagonal angle to that one, and you connect them like underground, right?
Uh-huh.
But you build the second hole that you build it upwind. So when the wind blow, it blows air into your fire. So it just constantly keeps it hot. Like you just got like just air constantly keeping like fanning your flames. And because of that, it kills somehow. I don't know the technology. I mean, it's like old school technology, but I don't know it behind it. But it pretty much takes the smoke out of it. Like it makes it where it's not a ton of smoke coming off like a normal campfire, like above ground campfire. And since you are building it in the ground, you can just take a normal stick. Like let's say you had like an empty paint can, not one that you had paint in, but like a paint can that you never had paint in. And let's say you use that as something that you cook your food in or boil your water or whatever. You can just hang that right over the fire and boil and cook your food right in there while it's in the hole though. Like it's one of the coolest fires that I've seen made, and I've made it not here in Ohio. I did this when I was in college. Dude, this Ohio, I don't know how you, I'm sure it could be done. This Ohio ground, like there's so much clay here in Ohio.
Yeah.
It would probably suck to try to build that fire here. I'm sure it can be done. Especially like if you're not under stress because you can have longer shovels and leverage and all this stuff. But in Connecticut is right off the ocean. The ground is super soft, if that makes sense, or it's very moist. Like even the solid ground is moist, so you can build this fire very easy, or you could dig easier, and it's not a ton of clay out there, and it's a great fire pit. Even if you just make it a fire pit, it's very 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 sweet to build. And like I said, the not having a bunch of smoke alone makes it worth it. So long term, I think like that's would be like the best one to build. It's not the easiest or the fastest because you can just build it above ground and just throw wood piles of wood on it and be good to go. But um, it's probably the best one that I've seen though.
Yeah, I never heard of that, but it's smart actually because you don't give off a signature.
Yeah, right, exactly. Right. If you were trying to hide out or something, there's no big smoke cloud. Or if you're in the city, you don't have to worry about nobody calling the fire department. Like, I think there might be a fire. Like, I don't know what's going on or whatever. Like, yeah, it really is good on all fronts. Um, and you don't have to have, like I said, some complicated apparatus to cook your food or whatever. We gotta um, have something over the fire that don't catch fire while you cook your food. You just can run a stick through and hang it right over the hole that you're cooking on. It's one of the coolest ones ever. Like I said, here in Ohio, I know in my backyard, in my backyard especially, it's all clay. It sucks to
Yeah.
dig in Ohio. It sucks, man.
Luckily, I got sand under the dirt.
Okay,
So
well, you're closer by the lake, so you might be better. It sucks where I'm at though. It
yeah,
sucks completely.
where I used to live, I guess it was like a vineyard that used to be on that land. So people, so and let's just think about it. It's sand, but you're growing wine in this rich soil.
Yeah.
So
Right. We missed a good time, man.
it most definitely wasn't our time.
Well, I mean, good and bad. we good and bad. What's next? Water. Uh, so well, let's go with water. So you have a. Did you make it the water cleaning, water purification, water anything in camp or
Kayak,
Boy Scouts?
kayaking, fishing and canoeing.
Oh, so just water. So y'all, so y'all made it to water activities.
Yeah, water activities.
I'm talking about.
Hey, but fishing is a key skill.
I agree. I'm talking about water hydration, water drinking.
I mean, I do look. A source of water is good for. Of course, you need to drink water, but you would need to be able to make a fire to be able to boil that water to even make it drinkable. Secondly, you need to take a bath. So finding that source of water is essential because you don't want to catch any diseases by your skin not being clean and not having good hygiene.
So, I don't know. So I don't know because I don't know. That water source might not be enough to take a bath. Hygiene is important, of course, but I don't know. It might not be an option. Um, and so that's why I wanted to talk about water because I think you don't always have to have fire to purify water.
In these times,
Mm,
2023, if you get one of those, like a like a pump, look, it's like a syringe. I'm sorry, a syringe looking thing, and you pour the syringe up, and that's pause.
hmm and he put it to his mouth. That's disgusting. Hey.
Look,
That's hilarious.
look, just know that it purifies the water. You can just drink it.
For sure. I know exactly what you're talking about. Angel knows. Angel knows you're talking about a life straw. So what I do, I buy life straws every Prime Day. I buy life straws. I buy like either the 2-pack or the 4-pack, whichever one's on sale every Prime Day for the past bunch of years. So
You
I
a
got a bunch of
doomsday
life
prepper?
straws.
Are you a
Huh?
doomsday? Are you a doomsday prepper?
I'm a I am a clean water. I need clean water prepper, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Not a doomsday prepper, but I'm a just in case prepper.
Have you used one of these life straws before?
I have not. Um, I have seen them used before. I've seen one used that didn't have the branding, so you was able to see like exactly what it does, like what the filter, like how it cleans the water as you use it. Like, and I think this dude had put it right into like a pond or something. Uh, I'm not drinking out of a pond if I can help it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that Lake Erie is great, but it's better than drinking out of a pond. I promise you, it's better than drinking out of a pond. Um, and I also don't live in the ocean, so I don't have to worry about salt water. You know what I'm saying? I live in Ohio. I can go to Lake Erie if I had to, and I can use a life straw and I could drink the water.
See,
I'm not saying it would be good, but I could do it.
if you're in the metro parks, at least you're close to a river.
Yeah, it's a moving river. Yep, exactly.
And I would drink that water before I drink Lake Erie water.
Well, even that's fine. Yeah. Depends on which river, because if you're talking about the Cuyahoga River, ain't no way.
Oh no, hell no.
Ain't ain't you couldn't pay me if you do it. Ain't no way. I'm drinking it. No way. one of the streams in the metro parks, I agree.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm talking about.
Uh, um, one of the streams up in like Solon, higher up, fine. But when you get down like downtown, no, I'm not drinking. Not at all. Mm. So I usually buy life straws all the time. This past Prime Day though, I did get some water purification tablets. So I haven't used these, but I'm definitely willing to test them out or whatever. They came with these big, these giant like Ziploc bags essentially, and it's like you fill them with I want to say it's 2 gallons or whatever. Like you got to fill a line. I forgot exactly how much water it holds, but you fill it with water and you drop the tablets in there, and then you like shake it up real good, and you let it sit, and it's a chemical reaction. And it grabs all like the sediment and it settles it to the bottom of the bag, and then can you can either. So some people was like, to be safe, they redo it. Like they'll instead of putting 2 tablets in at the beginning, they'll do 1 tablet, let everything settle, then pop another one in there when it's like mostly clear. Pop the second one, let everything settle again. Some people do 2 tablets and then a third tablet. I'm like, yeah, but now you adding chemicals to the water you're gonna be drinking. That's probably not safe either. I would probably do whatever the manufacturers say. I would probably do that, and then drink it through a life straw. You know what I'm saying? I would double up that way without adding more chemicals. So I haven't tested those, but maybe I'll test those too when we do the fire thing. That could be interesting.
Hell no! Give me the fire. Give me the tried and true method, man. I'll just boil it. And
I yeah, it's better than nothing. Look, that'd be a great experiment to find out is it better to boil it? Like what removes more impurities? Is it boiling it? Is it using like the water purification tablets? Is it using a life straw? Because some of the stuff is they take this stuff over to Africa, places that don't have clean water at all, and they sometimes they give them life straws or sometimes they give them the tablets or whatever. Like, what is better? Like clearly using something's better than nothing, but like which one is better though?
yeah. Speaking of which, I got to get I want to get a filter. My main water line, the water coming into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just for extra protection, and I can drink that water, knowing that it's purified. But this whole conversation about surviving in the woods got me thinking because early civilization, it wasn't like, oh, what if this happened? No, this was everyday life for them. And just think about like the Native American um, communities back then. They always stayed close to a water source.
For sure.
They knew how to hunt. They knew how to make fire. They knew how to make clothing for the weather. So this was a tried and true methods that would have survived them ages if they weren't invaded. But
But that's definitely another story. So you brought it up. So food is our last thing. Like, do you you know how to fish?
See, I went fishing in a controlled environment.
The fuck does that mean?
You know what I'm saying? It was a pond. It was a whole bunch of fish in there, so you was bound to catch something. We was putting like lunch meat and like bread on the hook.
On the line, y'all was still catching stuff.
Anything.
Them fish was starving, man.
Eat anything. Hey, catfish can fuck you up.
With those barbs, yeah, for sure.
Handle it right.
I seen it, yeah.
So yeah, that was an experience, But as far as like going out on Lake Erie, just catching some random perch or walleye, hell no.
I agree. I've been fishing I want to say plenty of times. I've been fishing a handful of times. I've only been able to catch catfish. Lake Erie has for the longest. I'm not even joking. I thought they only had catfish in Lake Erie because that was all I was able to catch. And apparently, well, and also I've only fished at the same spot, so maybe it was just a hotbed for catfish, or just we was using worms, and worms are heavy, so they would sink to the bottom. So maybe we were just getting catfish that way. But apparently, if you're on a boat, you can catch anything. You know what I'm saying? It's Lake Erie. I didn't know of. 'Cause all I was able to catch was catfish. And it wasn't some thing like I cast a reel out there and I waited until I got a nibble, and then I yanked on it, and then I reeled, and then I yanked on it. It's gross, and I reeled. And so I had a catfish on the land, and then it was in a cooler, and that was I don't even think I ate it. Like I think I caught it, and then like we like gave it to the neighbor or something. I never seen that fish ever, but that was it. I don't want to talk about what I just said.
Hey, it'd be cool to catch your own fish and then fillet your own fish and fry your own fish that you caught that day. Like it's
That
nothing.
would be sweet.
Like it's literally nothing fresher than doing that. Like nothing can replicate that.
That would be super sweet. I don't know how to fillet a fish. I was thinking about that when I was looking at the topic and researching and stuff, and I'm like, man, even if I caught the fish, because it has to be skill into it. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming the skill into catching fish. But whatever. Once you catch it, though, right? Uh, like that's where like the real skill come in. Like, how do you clean it without getting all the bones or whatever? I don't know. I'm like, the only thing I would know is to cut the head off and then try not to get the bones in there. Like, that's how I would like try not to get the organs, and that would be it. Like, but I wouldn't know. I like take the scales off, I guess. Like, but I wouldn't know what I would be doing at all. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's something that you have to learn real quick, or you just cook it whole. But at least you got to cut. I know the bottom part is where they, you know what I'm saying.
Like the belly, yeah.
Because imagine you eating, you fry, fry some fish, and then you find out the fish was pregnant.
That'd be crazy.
Now you eating caviar.
That'd be yeah. The the worst kind. What about hunting? Like, neither one of us has hunted. We live in a city. I know neither one of us has like at least not wild hunted. You might have shot a turkey or something at a thing, but you never wild hunted. Do you think you're capable though? I guess.
Yes, I think, but it's not easy though, because it'd be motherfuckers that be out there for hours. You got to be out there for all day just to find one deer, and then you gotta be silent as hell to be able to just get one shot, and then it got to be a perfect shot.
Or you're gonna ruin the meat. Pause. It's gross.
Or
Yeah.
bow and arrow, like, hey, that's when a bow and arrow would come in effect. But at the same time,
Now your distance is limited now, though. Yeah, I don't have the patience to hunt. I was about to say I don't have the patience to hunt, but I got the determination to kill, which sounds crazy. Like I think like I could like if we trapped something, right? And it was like, well, somebody has to kill it so we can. I'm like, I'll kill it. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to eat. I'll kill it. You know what I'm saying? But like the patience of just being quiet and still for hours at times, or being in a tree stand for a long time and just not moving, and just like For an hour, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it for a long time. I just couldn't do it, man, for a long time. And people be there for hours, man, hours for the perfect shot. And then sometimes you get the perfect shot still, and then it still run off for a little bit. Now you track it down, now you drag it or whatever, but it's still a long time sometimes. So
Yeah, you gotta do. That's a real skill.
yeah. Shout out to those. Shout out to those guys. Maybe we
But
should go. We should go do some turkey shooting or something. So November coming up.
I got 11/22s.
You had so you spoke about if it went down right now, you said you was gonna go grab your rifle. Do you have currently you got a bug out bag or a survival bag or anything currently?
No,
No. So you you just grabbing your rifle and heading for the trees, huh?
like if something happened tonight, like tonight we get off air. The next thing you know, our phones are buzzing because it's been a fucking invasion of zombies or some shit. Do you think that you ready?
um. How long? Ready for how long?
Yeah, the world will forever be changed. It's kind of like
Oh no, no,
yeah,
no. I got a good. I got a good. I probably got a good 2 weeks of like. I'll be okay. I can probably barter a little bit and be all right.
the world
You know what I'm saying?
gonna people probably not gonna want to barter. They're probably gonna want to. So you got to
Oh,
be okay. You got to be a survivalist on that end, but then you got to be a survivalist uh with a nation that doesn't have laws anymore. Essentially,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'll be okay for a little bit. Trust me. Because then it becomes a thing of like, you know, uh, I'm asking kind of like I'm asking you, but like kind of like I'm asking, but like not really. Like I'm kind of making a request, but I'm asking you. Like I'm making a request with a question mark. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm asking you this kind of. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'd be like dude on that one guy on The Last of Us who basically lived in his own community.
That's yeah. Though he was so happy. He was like the end of the world. Thank you, finally. He was so happy. No, he was so happy, man. Yeah, exactly. No, and it was good, man. He had a so I can like I'm not saying I would have the best garden, but I would get better. I can grow stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can get better. Probably enough to survive a little bit. Um, and I have a decent amount of resources. And if I had to go to another community to acquire things, I have tools to um, make suggestive requests. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can do stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I got a decent like I don't have I wouldn't call it a bug out bag, but I got a little bag of stuff, I guess. Like I bought a waterproof like duffel bag.
Damn, you
So
duffel bag?
yeah, waterproof duffel bag. So if I had to like we are near water, a lot of water near us. If we had to jump in the water or cross a body of water or anything like that, tools wouldn't get wet, food wouldn't get wet, like that sort of a thing. Um, that sort of a thing. Like not a giant bag, but just a decent bag. Um, so I was just trying to. The reason I was asking, because a lot of people think that you know bug out bags or survival bags got to be expensive, and you got to have um, you know all this expensive, crazy stuff in there or whatever. when like that ain't really the case at all. The most expensive thing should probably be the bag. Like you probably want a good quality bag that's not gonna tear at the seams, or if you do get a water, and I'm not even saying that everybody got to have a waterproof one, but if you do get a good quality bag, so, or you don't want a cheap bag that's gonna rip through. Like you don't want it made out of canvas or something where you're gonna be, you're gonna grab it by the handle or throw it over your shoulder and it's gonna rip. That probably should be your most expensive thing. But other than that, so what I did, I just walked through Dollar Tree and I just looked at stuff that you can put in your bug out bag, and this is everything at Dollar Tree. And I'm sure some more stuff. There's always more stuff, right? But this is just stuff that I've seen just walking through. So water, of course, like bottles of water, a liter or so. They sell paracord. I forgot how many feet. Just get some paracord. Like, so if you had to, like, we were talking about shelters earlier, like if you couldn't find 2 trees, but you can use the paracord to start helping you build your shelter. If you couldn't find 2 trees to lean your branch on. As far as purifying water, if you didn't have a life straw and you didn't have like purifying tablets, and you didn't have a method to boil your water, you can use bleach. According to the CDC, it's like two drops. Now, I'm assuming you wouldn't have a dropper either, so I guess we had to measure, but 2 drops of bleach per liter of water. So, of course, I would probably go on the slightly heavier side. I'm sure it would stink and taste bad, but it would be clean to drink.
Hell no. I think if you go more than 2 drops, you'll end up killing yourself.
Well, I didn't say a cap full, but I'm saying if you don't have a dropper, like how you gonna know? You know what I'm saying? Like what's considered a drop? Like it's like if you cooking in the kitchen, if it's like what is a drop? Like how do you measure a drop?
There's difference between sprinkling some salt on a dish. Like if it's too much salt, you cool, you ain't gonna die. Your blood pressure might rise a little bit, but you'll be all right. Opposed to bleach, like it'll be a lot.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm not saying 2 drops is the same as 2 capfuls. I'm just saying if you went if you filled up a capful and you went like I don't know, a drop and then like a little bit more than a drop. Like I don't know, because I don't know how you measure a drop though. But I'm sure you probably don't want to go 1 drop for a liter of dirty water, because then dude, we all played the Oregon Trail, because once you get dysentery, that's it. You out of here. Once you get diarrhea, that is you're done. We all played the Oregon Trail, man. Once you get dysentery, it is over with for you. once you get dysentery, I think that's how I die every time that I were crossing the river. Once you get dysentery, it's over with. Hey. So look, when you go to Dollar Tree and you get bleach, make sure you get a dropper too. Then, I guess, is what the moral of the story. Like you said, man, get matches and lighters. That's not a cheat code. Get matches and lighters. It's the easiest way to start a fire, so you don't have to do any of this other stuff. Get matches and a lighter. It's not a problem. With the matches and lighters and all this other stuff, get Ziploc bags. Either the ones with the zipper is not as good because it usually leave like a little bit of an opening. Get the ones that have the double zip, just press and seal or whatever is the best ones. Angel said I miss my bidet. That's hilarious.
Leaves.
Yeah, right. Get some leaves, exactly.
Better know how to identify different types of leaves.
Then you really gonna boy, that's a whole nother can of worms. I'm glad you brought that up. So I put like bandages, like Band-Aids, medicine / like Vaseline type stuff. So you can build your own first aid kit at Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? You can put all this stuff inside of a little Ziploc bag, along with like even like the little things of super glue. So if you have like a cut, you can use that to seal up like a little cut just to keep it from getting infected. I'm not saying it's the best way to go, but in a pinch, it'll be good enough, to keep whatever from getting infected. Of course, they have food there in cans. Ramen is very simple. There's no nutritional value to it. So, besides just being a morale booster of hot food, it's there, but then you got stuff like tuna or whatever that's actually protein that you can eat in a pinch or whatever. Specifically, you eat tuna in
No,
you don't eat tuna at all in the can?
no.
Uh,
You can get them in the. I mean, you can get them in the packets though. Those are
the
probably
package, yeah.
Be more be a lot better than hauling around all those cans.
Right, from in terms of weight, for sure, exactly. If you can find the ones that have the tuna in oil, the oil is good because then you can use the oil afterwards. But that shit stink, and I hate tuna. And I've never eaten it, but like my ex used to eat the tuna with the oil. That shit stinks so bad. Like I don't know how people eat that. Have you ever smelled the tuna in oil can?
Like, tuna in general is it's horrible.
All right, tuna in general stink, right? So just imagine what tuna in oil smells. That shit stinks so bad, dude. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. But anyway, if you get it, you can use the oil as like a like lighter fluid afterwards or whatever. That's how bad it is. Anyway,
Ugh.
they have food and stuff. So you can load up on, non-perishable food that you can heat up. Batteries is always good. So if you have like a flashlight, you can also use batteries to help you start a fire. Maybe we can go over that. And hygiene stuff you were talking about earlier. So instead of using, like I said, water might be a premium. So wet wipes or like antibacterial wipes or whatever. Of course, feminine hygiene products is always a good idea. I seen somebody that said one time they use, or the idea, I guess, was, the little like sauce bottles that you can like fill. I guess you use them like you can fill like your own ketchup or mustard with them or whatever. Like they have like a restaurant like squeeze bottles.
Yeah, plastic ones.
Yeah, but you can use that like fill those up with water. So it's kind of like you taking a shower. Like it wouldn't be you still like after you're done washing up or whatever, or with your with your wet wipes, you can just use that to like refresh yourself. I guess I don't know. It's better than nothing, I guess. And it's not using a bunch of water. What'd you say?
To get the dude wipes, you can put that in your bug out bag.
You can. They're expensive though. And if you see them at Dollar Tree, then buy them all up.
They got well, they're not a Dollar Tree, but they have the off-brand version at Aldi's.
Yeah. Well, cheap. Well, that's fine. And you can always spend more money. I'm just saying, like, you can build a bug out bag for cheap. Like, you don't have to spend a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a ton of money.
What if you bought all this cheap shit and then you get into a survival situation and it's breaking because that shit is so cheap because you spent $1 on it?
Well, I didn't say nothing that was breakable though.
The bungees.
No, I only said paracord. I didn't say bungees.
Paracord, yeah, hell yeah.
Well, you're not. It's just cord though.
If it was in a situation where you had to rappel down,
you're not using paracord. I hope. First off, I hope you're not using paracord at all. Like I hope you're using actual, like climbing cord. But hey, if that's all you got, then shit, figure it out. You better know. You better learn. I hope that taught you how to tie knots in Boy Scouts. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to tie the proper knot, you'll be okay, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. But that's it. Paracord is the only thing that's like versatile or whatever, I guess. Because they sell Clorox bleach at Dollar Tree. They sell. I mean, water is water. Matches and lighters, that doesn't matter. Band-aids are band-aids. Vaseline, like all this other stuff it just is what it is. Your batteries might not last as long, but they also cheaper, so you just buy more of them. Just buy, instead of buying a 4-pack of Duracell, buy 20 of the knockoff brand.
But then you could buy the band-aids and the adhesive may not be good. So you just wasted money on band-aids.
Oh man.
Or you could buy, what did you say?
You said what?
You said water. Uh,
Water, band-aids, food, batteries, wet wipes.
food. Yeah, let's get to the food. What food you buying from Dollar Tree?
Like I said, this non-perishable stuff.
Candy. That's the only thing I'll probably buy from the candy aisle. I buy. Uh, that's it.
You wouldn't buy the packs of tuna, or you wouldn't buy ramen, or you wouldn't buy
Not from there. Hell no.
crazy man. You crazy. Look, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. You too spoiled.
Yeah,
You
I'm
too
trying to.
spoiled. You too spoiled. You ain't gonna make it, man. You
Might as well
you,
put a. You might as well put a yeet can. What is it from the High Point? You might as well put a High Point in there too. Why
yeah,
you?
you too high class, man. You ain't gonna make it. You gonna be like, what I can't use this. What is this? A maple tree? Like if it's not oak, I mean I can't like what just not pressure treated lumber. I can't come on.
Hey, I can't build a house with this shit.
Yeah. It's gonna be you. Like, come on. This not waterproof laminated tree siding? Like, come on now. What are we doing here, guys?
You just reminded me when you talking about the trees. I would add another thing to your bug out bag. I don't know the word to it, but if you tapping into a tree, you get the water that come out the tree, or sap. I forgot what it's called. You just tap.
I, I don't know. Can you do that? Can you do that with every tree though?
If you in the middle of nowhere, you can't find any water source. You know, of course, these trees are storing water somehow because they got to grow, they got to eat.
I'm sure they got water in them. Yeah. Well, I know cactuses you can do that with.
Look, I was watching the Hunger Games. Okay, it got to be possible.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, hey, look, you put it in your bug out bag. You do the research. You do the experiment when you do your fire building. You know what I'm saying? You let us all know. I don't know. Would you say a tree a tree sap?
No, it's like you take a hammer, you can hit it into the bark of the tree, and if you get
Yeah.
deep enough, you'll get some more.
A tree. Let's see. A tree.
Spigot or spittle, word for it.
Tree water tap. That's what I'm gonna call it. Life saving electrolytes in liquid. Okay. So I want to know, can you do this from any tree though?
If you were in a tropical climate, yeah, that would be very essential.
So I don't know if you can get it from all trees, but there is a decent list of trees. So I guess if you know your trees, sycamore, heartnut, English walnut, black walnut, white walnut, box elder, ironwood, and black birch trees.
something to try. I mean, but if you let's say if you
It's
did
not a bad idea.
shit, you got some serve.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's yeah, maybe.
You
Maybe
know,
you might be on to something. I'm
it's
not
something
against it.
that keep you. I don't know what it's gonna do for you. It's gonna do something if you help starve it.
It's some nutrients in there, that's for sure. Angel said, she said you spoiled. I was playing. She said, what would you guys miss the most from home? Well, apparently Byron will miss everything that they don't sell at Dollar Tree.
Everything uh, that enhances my comfort of life. I hate being hot. I hate being cold. Like that's I'm on. Being, I'm not gonna live outside during the Cleveland winter.
Oh man.
He's not making it. You know, on the news, hey, such and such, uh, man, I don't know. That's true. Yeah,
I,
that's hell no. That's when I had to run. One of them. What's that store downtown? I used to sell the hats and shit. Oh, the hat.
oh,
Nigga, go in there get a fur coat. I know they got.
go get a I don't know, man. That the dual price is crazy.
Who said a pan?
Hey, hey, either way it's a win because if you keep the coat, now you get to be warm. If you get arrested, now you get a warm spot. 3 hots in the cot, you get 3 meals. It's a win. A win is a win. That's funny. There's no way I would be homeless in the north. Not a chance, dude. I would honestly be telling people when I come up to ask for money, I'm like, look, I'm homeless. December's coming. I need to get out of here. Like I'm trying to get a bus ticket to South. Where South? I really don't care. I just have to get out of here before the winter starts. Like that would legitimately be like you don't have to worry about running into me again. Like I'm leaving. like no, like it's going to get cold here soon. I just have to get south or west. I just have to get out of here, man. Like please help me. Like that would be my pitch the whole time. Please help me get out of here before the snow starts. That's all I've been telling people for real. How are there homeless people here in the wintertime? Like this is insane. And I'm not even like homeless shaming people or whatever. Like if you homeless, first off, I'm assuming homeless people won't watch this. But if you are, dude, you are insane. You're dude, you are a crazy person.
But just because they choose
No.
Cleveland as their home, I guess if you want to call it,
Dude,
then
dude, you
they're insane.
dude, you've known me for over 20 years. You know, it's not many people, if anybody that you know that love the city more than I do. It's not a fucking chance I would be here if I was homeless in the wintertime. It's not a chance. It's not there's zero chances.
Like damn, there's zero chance of survival. I don't know how they do it.
Dude, last year wasn't so bad, but it was still too cold to be without a home. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dude, I wouldn't be here. That's all I'm saying. That's an insane thing to be is homeless in the north in the wintertime. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Um I don't know. So my bad. Anyway, the most thing I would miss that I would miss from from home would be um
Hey, hold on. Like,
what?
have you ever? I mean, I know for sure that you know you're a public transportation rider, and have you ever been on the bus or the rapid and a homeless person get on uh, their hygiene isn't up to par, like motherfuckers stink, you know, lack of for lack of words. Hold on, I can't even get through it. All right, so they get on the bus and have they ever looked at you, get mad at you because they stink? Like you look at them like, damn, what is that smell? They looking at you like you not supposed to be offended by this offensive. Like, that's why I always wonder, like, why are you mad? You stink. I don't, like you chose to come in this smelling like that. You get mad that people just looking at you. Nigga, I was in Toronto. Like me and my girl was in Toronto, and the whole person came out stinking, and nigga got mad that my wife got up and moved to another seat because he just couldn't take the smell. It was crazy. Like, how are you?
So he got mad at her for moving.
Yeah, his face expression changed. Like, nigga, what is that about? Like, what did you keep looking? Like, what are you mad about, man? Like, you know why you get off at the next stop?
It's Toronto, man. They can't Canadians, man. They expect y'all to be more nice about it. You know what I'm saying? Other like real Canadians would have just sat there and dealt with it out of being kind.
Fuck. Anyways, yeah, being up north, you live outside. Like, I don't even know how you do it. Like that's how you that's how you be. That's how, like, if you at the airport, Cleveland Airport, the rapid go all the way to the airport. So if you in baggage claim and you see some people that look like they didn't hop off a flight, yeah, because it's warm in there. That's why.
That's because they didn't hop off a flight. They hopped on the train from East Cleveland. All right. It was a warm train ride, man.
They can be on a rapid all day pass. Never leave the rapid.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, man. All right, man. So
Have you ever seen like a bus stop that got pretty high of literal shit at the bus stop? Like on the seat? Crazy.
um it's been a while. I'm sure I have though.
That's why I don't like cities like New York or Toronto or somewhere where you're forced to take public transportation. Nigga, we're from the city where nigga, it was the worst shit ever, but we have to go. Y'all say why?
Hilarious.
That's my thoughts, but yeah.
Anyway, so we gotta have a show on public transportation now, man. The straight public transportation stories. Um all right, man. Well, I guess that's all I got. Besides tools, we can cover tools on the next one, but I think we should have I think we should have a part 2 of this. I never said my most spoiled thing from home. Probably electricity. I don't know, but electricity is pretty great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just in general, like lights, you know, electricity in general, probably my most missed thing. Angel missed water spraying on her, but it's, priorities, whatever. But yeah, so I said we have a part 2. I said we do some experiments, some testing, and you should try building a fire, man. You don't got to make a whole thing, but just spark some fires, man. That'd be cool. And we should try to do some experiments. That'd be sweet. If you guys have any experiments, outdoor wilderness, simple stuff that you think we could do on camera or whatever, like you should let us know, because I think that'd be pretty cool. We'll record them and bring them back to you guys, or ideas, and just add some more to Reese cups. You talking about camping delicacies now?
Yeah. I remember being at a campground and they had, it's like a sandwich holder. And so, you can make a sandwich, or you making a grilled cheese, you put it in a thing, clamp it down, and you put it inside of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the thing for the s'mores, just like
yeah.
Yeah, I need that fancy stuff for survival.
Yeah, y'all on another level, man. Y'all talking about so y'all done survived already. Now y'all trying to get comfortable. Y'all gonna be like Bill on The Last of Us. Like, surviving ain't enough for y'all. Y'all trying to get comfortable. So I get it. She talking about building her own bidet. You talking about having s'mores with Reese's. This nigga said yeah. Y'all fancy.
Veggie in my garden.
Yeah, man. So yeah, if y'all got any other ideas of tests or whatever we can do, you should let us know, because I think that'd be super cool. Or any other survival tips or advice, definitely put them in the comments. If y'all rewatch this or share and all that good stuff, definitely let us know, or put them in the comments. With that being said, man, we're gonna get out of y'all hair. Thanks for joining us. As always, looking forward to seeing y'all next week. Go Browns tomorrow. Monday Night Football, 24 hours from right now, 7:15. Put the hands to the Steelers. You already know how that goes.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
I got a Trump video on here. I'm about to say, what is this? I don't know what the video is, but it's always a good time when the president is up there. But yeah, man, y'all be safe out there. Y'all have a good week. Like I said, go Browns. Go ahead and cheer from the Raptors, and we'll see y'all next week with another good show. Looking forward to it as always. Salute to the city.
On your own.
I'll let y'all in a couple days. Look out for those tests though, because that's gonna be some fun. We out of here.
Remember to own your own.
And salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always.
And remember to own your own.
And salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own. We'll see y'all next week. Remember to own your own. It's very important, like I say every show.
Salute to the city as always. Salute to the city.
Remember to own your own. Now,
as always, salute to the city. And salute to the city.
Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always.
But remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always. Salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own.
To the city as always.
Yep, and remember to own your own. Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always. Salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always.
And remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always.
Yeah, remember to own your own. And remember to own your own.
Salute to the city.
Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always. Salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city, man. Regina, I know you said you couldn't hear it. Andrew, I know you listened to it before or whatever. The audio is bad. Like, We were the rookies at the time. But don't forget who started this podcast trend in the world. We did it before anybody else did it, before Dave Chappelle did it, before Joe Rogan. Don't forget who did it. Don't forget that. Who did this podcast and stuff before anybody else. Give it a close-up. Don't forget who started this podcast shit. No, just kidding.
And remember, they own your own.
Hilarious. We out here. Be safe, y'all.